Welcome back. In this section of digital photography class, we're going to learn a little bit about some tips and techniques in how to take some great shots, especially with landscape. Well, here's a shot that was taken by an individual, and it shows a typical type of a landscape that perhaps many of us taken in the past. Now, here's one tip, first tip. And here we're going to give you 5 ideas on how to get the best out of your landscape shots. Get down. So many good landscape shots miss the chance to be great simply because we lift the camera up to our faces and we shoot. And even though sometimes we get lucky and it may look great, quite often if we try to find a unique perspective from down below or tilt down or from a high perspective shooting down, we'll find that we're going to improve dramatically the composition of the photograph. So tip number 1, get down and try shooting out through the grass, through the leaves, through the grass, and you'll notice that your perspective will change. It'll make things a lot more interesting. Second tip here is you can tilt forward the camera, so to enhance the impact of your immediate location in the context of the whole. You can do this by tilting the camera forward and focusing on what's immediately in front of you while keeping the rest of the landscape in the picture. So we can see that gives definitely a different perspective to it when we try the tilt forward approach to it. Third tip, this one's quite dramatic here, shooting through the grass. And we can see here with the sky, it's very dramatic, especially with the light still sort of shining on the ends of the leaf, as we can see here in the grass, in the meadows. And so shooting from just inside the tree line or through a bunch of tall grass and flowers will heighten that sense of being there in that landscape. Tip number 4, seek contrast wherever you can. Look for strong elements of light. Remember, photography is all about drawing with light. And so we're always looking for the contrast of the dark and the light. This is a good tip for especially the end of the day when you get those beautiful sunsets, or first thing in the morning for those that get up early with the sunrise. You can achieve a very stunning result if you look for this contrast, and sometimes you might even make a little modification in your camera and underexpose slightly, but we'll leave that tip for another time. Number 5, look for ways to frame your photos as well. We can see here's a typical sunrise that's taking place over the ocean, and standing out in the ocean, it might have looked okay, but as we can see when we were able to discover a beautiful arched frame like that, it made it much more interesting. So look for opportunities to frame your landscape photos in dramatic ways. And you can do it a number of different ways, through doors, through open portals, windows, so forth and so on. So with those 5 quick tips on landscape shooting, let's go out and shoot and have some fun.